Now the book that's in there, Marriage in Your Hands, is just a guide to help you. You have to read it. Well, you don't have to, but I would suggest that you read it because there's a lot of information and wisdom that can help you to bypass a lot of the headache. You know, you have to educate yourself. We go to school from grades K through 12. And the reason why they make those 4th grade desks so small because they expect us to make improvement. We shouldn't be in the 4th grade for 6 years. Your child shouldn't be in the 4th grade for 6 years and you have them up in the church and say, well, you know, Johnny's been in the 4th grade for 6 years. He's a good kid. No, we expect progress within a reasonable amount of time. And we say about a year's progress time for that child to move to the next grade. So we should be making progress in our relationship. So part of our mission is having set time where you and your wife, you and your fiance, talk about the marriage ministry, the marriage vision and the marriage mission of your relationship. And go over these systems that I'm going to be talking about. Staff meetings. You have to have marriage staff meetings. The casinos in Vegas, do you want to know how many times they meet per day to find out if they're over or under? Several times a day. And everything by longevity tends to get off course if you ignore it. So it's a must that you must meet with your wife, with your husband, and talk about where we are, why we're here, and where we're going. All right. Any questions? Comments? I want this to be interactive. Okay, grab the sheet that says a mission statement. It looks like this one. If you have it, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can take the paper clip off, but it's this one that looks like what I have up. And the scripture I have is, can the blind lead the blind? Will they both fall into a pit? So a marital mission statement is a statement of the purpose of a marriage, its reason for existing, a written declaration of a marriage core values, purpose, and focus that normally remains unchanged over time. Mission statements are always present-based. Okay, talking about why marriage exists and what they want to achieve in the here and now. So when you develop your mission statement, you're going to work with your partner on this. Your wife, your husband, be specific and be positive. So you should be able to state the why. Why are we together? Why did you ask her to marry you? Why did you accept? And then be positive. And remember, it's to do something in the here and now. What do we want to achieve that we would not be able to achieve by ourselves? Without her help. So, what do we want to accomplish? Why do we want to accomplish it? And here is an example of a marriage mission statement I have at the bottom. To always be kind, respectful, and supportive of each other. To be honest and open with each other. To keep a spiritual feeling in the home. To love and respect each other unconditionally. To be responsible, to live a happy, healthy, and fulfilling life. To make this house a place where we want to come home to display Christ in our marriage by how we treat each other. That's just an example of a marriage mission statement, but it needs to be specific and it needs to be relevant to your situation. Here's another example, and it's not as long. To have a lasting marriage that is worthy of emulation and always looking to our Heavenly Father as to where our guidance comes from, or will come from. A mission statement. Turn the page. Here's another one. To love and respect each other unconditionally. To do this, we will establish a positive, Christ-centered family culture that supports each other's dreams, goals, and aspirations so we can walk together in agreement as we seek to meet, there should be the needs, seek to meet each other's needs and wants. Typo there, but you know what I'm saying. So we want to make sure that you come up with a mission statement that is relevant to your relationship. and my friend Ona May back there recording, when he got married, he and his wife stood before the crowd, the congregation, and they read their mission statement. And part of why that was so powerful, because basically we can hold them accountable to what they said. When she's being disrespectful or when he's being unloving, you go back to the mission statement. We said, you go back to the mission statement. We said we were going to love and respect each other unconditionally. Because sometimes we forget it. I believe that's why the Bible says the brothers of Berea search the scriptures daily. They study the Bible daily, but this needs to be on your mind daily about why you're together. Because when the storms and rains come, you need to remember why. But if you haven't looked at your mission statement, you don't know why. So really there's no reason to stay together. So this is very important that you look at it and you constantly keep it in your mind. Why? Why are we together? And it prevents another person from coming in, because now you can say, no, I don't need another woman. I have a wife. I don't need another husband. I have a husband. Because our mission statement states we're going to love and respect each other and have a positive Christ-centered family culture. It's so important. The church has a mission statement. Every mission statement is something that we align ourselves to. If you're not in alignment to the church's mission statement, you should probably find another church. So it's very important that you do that. And especially for the young couple that are considering marriage, it's really important that y'all, I'm not just singling out, but since y'all are married couple, engaged couple, it's very important that y'all talk about the why you want to get married. Why do I need you in my life? What has God called me to do that I need help with? Because remember, a wife is a suitable helper. Are you suited to help him? Are you suited to help the things that God has called him to do? And then the love and the romance and all those things, that's the icing. But ultimately, God wants to get the glory. And God is saying, I want you to mirror me in your relationship. So when I look at their relationship, I should see Christ. And how he loves her unconditionally and how she respects him unconditionally. Because what I've discovered is that when a man comes off to his wife or comes across as unloving, it motivates her to come off in ways that seem disrespectful to him. And when he feels disrespected, he normally responds in ways that are unloving to her. And you have this cycle that goes on. And he's thinking, I'm going to motivate her to love me, to respect me by being unloving. And she's thinking, I'm going to be disrespectful so that he will love me unconditionally. So it's very important that you put on love and respect. So, I would like for you to take about 5 minutes and talk with your wife, your future wife, future husband, about what you want or what you desire in a mission statement for your marriage. And you can use the examples that I have. You can take some from it. You can take the whole thing if you want to, if it fits what you want. But you need to talk to your mate about what it is you will come up with for a mission for your marriage, your mission statement. And remember, what do we want to accomplish in the here and now, and why do we want to accomplish it? And you have 3 examples that you can come up with. So I want y'all to work together and write down on the back part, here, write down what your mission statement is. Because y'all going to be sharing them. Yep. Because we're going to hold you accountable. See, God, when Adam fell off, God said, Adam, where are you? Accountability. So it has to be accountability. All right, go ahead and start working on that.